Yes, my friends. I wanted to tell you of my true family. You know, it's a family that, you know, I have run away from many times in my life, you know. But you know, my family, they give me mercy that I don't deserve. They watch every move that I make and every mistake that I find myself entangled in life, when I think that I can do things in my own strength. I make my family sad sometimes, and sometimes I make them grieve. But you know what? My family still welcomes me, so long as the doors are open. My family, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, my mothers, and my fathers, they are not of this world, my friends. They are not of this kingdom. They are from on high. You know, my friends, if you truly love Jesus, then you will realize that you can't run away from Him. There's no way in this world that can give you what He gives you and what He wants to give you. He wants to give you of His kingdom that is not of this world. He wants to give you a place in eternity. He wants to give you a place where there is no suffering, where there is no crying, where there are no tears anymore. He wants to give you a place to share in His glory, because He is merciful. He's full of mercy. I have never ever met any being that wants to share the way the kingdom of God wants to share. I have never met anybody that gives things to people that have put Him on the cross and say, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." And even those that followed His example, they say, "Lay this sin not against them," while they were being stoned to death. You see, my friends, I have never met a kingdom like this before, whose builder and maker is not man. See, the lies that we believe, my friends, about who we are and how we are in control of life. And my friends, there's only one who controls, and that is Jesus Christ, who has been given authority. You see, I remember constantly, even when I do wrong things, how Jesus took Himself to the cross and the suffering that He went through when He said all the things that He said on the cross. How grieved the Son of God must have been when He looked upon man and saw who man had given his soul to. and how much more he realized he needed to do. What he came to this world to do. My friends, trust in him. Trust in Jesus Christ. Turn away from these things in your heart that are distracting us. Let us turn away from these things and let us know Jesus. Let us be like the lambs. See, he told us to be like lambs. See, lambs are good at following. See, we were not meant to be in control of anything. The world deceives us to say you're in control and you will be as a god. And this is the same thing that has been going on for a long time. And all the flash and the flamboyance and all these kind of... My friends, let us follow the one who was, who is, and who is to come. Who is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending. You see, the one who appears foolish, the one who took nails in his hands and in his feet and was disgraced and humiliated by everybody. But he closed his physical eyes, my friends. We human beings cannot do that in our own strength. We rely on our senses and we rely on our own might. But he closed his eyes and said, "Let not my will but thy will be done, Father." So my friends, let us do what we have to do. Let us try our best. We need to eat and drink of the Spirit of God every day, as much as possible, more and more and more. See, there was a story of a woman, a prophetess, I think it was in Luke 2, where it says she served God with prayers and fasting day and night. You see, we in our so-called civilized societies, we don't do these things because we limit God, and therefore we actually limit our own relationship with God, and at the end of it, it will cause our destruction. We must follow Jesus Christ. You know, lambs are innocent things. You know, they only know the voice of their shepherd, and we must learn to hear this voice, my friends. We must be innocent in evil things and fear doing evil. The world is completely fudging what is evil and what is not evil, and it preaches self-righteousness and destruction. You see, as a way to the laws of man and the kingdoms of this world are bereft because they don't exalt the kingdom that is not of this world. See, that's why everything is under time and is finite. And all the nations of the world, the ones that have existed in the past and the ones that exist now, they are finite. Just like you and this flesh is finite, my friends. Very, very, very finite. So we must trust in the eternal, in the one who called himself the Word. You see, who was from the beginning and who is going to be in the end. You see, all these other things, let us turn away from them, because there's so much going on in the world, my friends, that we are being distracted. We're gonna, all these problems that are happening, they're all here to distract us from learning to follow Jesus Christ. You see, Jesus is not about the worldly identities that most human beings have been taught to believe in. It's not about those things. Jesus is about godly identities, which are spiritual, which flesh and blood cannot inherit. So we have to learn to put away all these other things. At the end of it, they are going to have to be crucified on the cross. Human love is not going to get us to heaven. All these things have to be submitted to the Spirit of God, my friends. So, we have to put ourselves sometimes and force ourselves to be obedient to God, and to, most importantly, get the strength to be obedient from Him. How do we do that? How do you light a fire in the world? By jumping into the fire of God, my friends. This is the only way.